Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to apply our makeup and then we are going to contour our deep set eyes. We are going to enhance our deep set eyes. We are going to make our lids look brighter and bigger. Our eyes look dreamy and seductive and yeah, all of that. So if you guys would like to see the little tricks that I do to contour my deep set eyes, then just keep watching. All right, before we get into the eye look, we're just going to put on the rest of our makeup. So I've been really liking just a natural look lately. Sometimes I just use concealer and some bronzer and skip any kind of foundation on the skin. So I just want to go in with something light. So I'm going to go in with the Milani Glow. I love the smell of this. It smells so good and it just gives you a nice light dewy finish to the skin. A little bit of glow, but not really with any kind of iridescence. So it's good. So just put that on. And I have this in the shade light to medium in 210. I'm gonna blend it through with my BK 101. Just gives you a little bit of color and lightness. And now I'm just gonna go in with my little sponge from Wow Cosmetic Blend. Yes, that's what it is. And I have been loving just using the foamy silicone velour-y side to just pat in my makeup. It just kind of presses any kind of makeup in really nicely, smooths out any imperfections, just presses the makeup into your pores. Like it just takes away any shininess. So I've been loving this after using a brush and just going in and patting and setting my makeup. I'm going to go in with my REM Beauty Concealer in the shade 5N Light and my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I do not ever use this for my crease, but I love this, love it. I always use it for my concealer. And I just go in lightly with this and really light-handed with the product. I did try using a little bit more, like going in with my finger once, and it just did not blend out nicely. So this is a product that you have to just lightly layer. But I do love the finish on it. I don't set it really, not under here. I'll go in with my, where is it? Wet n Wild Bare Focus just around the pores here to set my makeup, but I keep any kind of powder away from under my eye just because this does dry down a little bit and I don't want it caking up on me. But I absolutely love the finish. It lasts so nicely all day. And if you just use it lightly with a brush, just lightly build it, it can work out really nicely. For my contour, I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup Little Contour Stick in matte, in Blaze. It's a matte bronzer, and my Japonesque 718 little dome shape brush, and I'm just going to pat that onto the bronzer stick first and then blend it into the skin. Sticking more to the outer perimeter of my face. For my bronzer, I'm going to go in with this one from NYX. It's a matte bronzer in the shade Medium. I'm And just blend that through. This has a nice golden reddish undertone to it. So it's nice over those cooler bronzers, cooler contours. Now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. And I have it in translucid. I have been loving this so much. I use it every day to set my face just right here. And I don't go into the eye area, but I just go right up on the cheek and the nose. And it just smooths out any imperfections, and it lasts all day. I like doing it on my lip too. Smooths out anything on my lip, chin, and forehead. Like the pores disappear. Disappear in real life, not just on camera, in real life. For my blush, I'm going to go in with a classic favorite, the Milani Luminoso, just for a little bit of a glow on the cheeks. This doesn't give you a whole lot of color, but you do get that nice, healthy glow to the skin. All right, let's get into the eye look and what I've been loving for my deep set eyes. And we're just gonna use some neutral, muted tones just to give it like a natural look, a natural kind of contour to the eye as opposed to it looking like an eyeshadow look. So we just wanna enhance the look of our eyes. So I'm gonna start off with my NYX contour wand, and I'm gonna start off with the contour color first. And I like to do this with eyeshadow as well. It's just when I'm blending the eyeshadow out, I go all the way down to my nose. So I'm just going to create the line, the shape that I want with the contour stick. This is what I want to kind of contour. And contouring is to push something back. So I just want to recede a little bit of this middle section of my brow bone. I'm liking the lightness right under the eyebrow. So I'm just gonna kind of take out this middle section of the eye, and already we get more definition to our lids, which is what we want. So I'll just blend that out. And because it's just like a bronzy shade, it's just gonna look more natural. It being a contour, it's just gonna look more natural. It's not a powder. I don't really have to worry about any patchiness or fallout. So we'll just blend that out. Perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect already. Now I'm going to go in with the other side of the contour stick, so the concealer side, the highlighting side, and now I'm going to just follow along my lash line. So I want to bring this forward. I'm going to follow along my lash line, and what this is going to help do is just take away like any of these dark, like veiny pieces, any kind of darkness on the lid. It's going to enhance my lash line. It's going to create more symmetry between both of my eyes. Them being a little bit unsymmetrical, this is just going to give a little bit of more structure to my lid. And I'm sticking towards the lash line. I already have a crease from my eye. I don't have to worry about adding to that. That's already there. We already have our natural crease. So I'm just going to blend this out now. Just to kind of set that a little bit, I want to go in with this light tone from the Madison Beer Morphe palette. I'm just going to use these shades because they are some just very neutral tones, not too warm, not too cool, so they'll give us nice contouring. So I'm just going to go in with this lightest bone shade, and I'm just going to kind of blend that over where I put the concealer, just to set it a little bit, just to add a little bit more lightness to the eye. Now I'm going to go in with my tight line. So all I want to do here is I just want to thicken my outer lash. You can see the skin there, like the brightness of my inner eye. I just want to thicken this outer lash line. I don't want to create any heavy liquid liner on top. Just want to enhance my lash line. Not trying to change the shape of my eye. Just want to add some more natural fullness to the eye, and I'm going to try to really get in this corner, this outer corner. That'll just kind of, we're going to create the illusion of an extra lash on the outside of the eye. I've been doing this for years and years. It's just going into the inner corner, grabbing a little bit of that eyeshadow and just dragging it out a bit. I'm just going straight out, not going up, just going straight out. Just following the base of the outside of the outer corner. This is a little guide you can use for liquid liner if you want to. I'm going to put on a little bit just to create the illusion of added lashes. I'm going to use my Lash Princess liner. I love using this, having a good base to hold on to. Just gives you a little bit more precision. You can look straight ahead. So I'm looking in the mirror. Just to add like an extra lash. I don't want any extra liner. Once you have your mascara on, this is just gonna look like your lashes have extended. Still get all of the brightness above the lash line. Now I'm going to take the square side from my Naked Honey palette brush. This is pretty much the only thing that I use from this palette. I love this brush for eyeshadow, and especially the square side for underneath my eye. So I'm going to go in just with this really neutral shade. See, it's very bronzy looking, so this will work perfectly. And I'm just going to go under the eye, just halfway. Just gonna go straight out with the color. That matches perfectly with the contour color on top. Now I'm going to go in this with the same brush that I used for the top of my lid. This is just a really old brush. It doesn't have a name or anything, but you just want just a little pointed brush like this. And I'm going to go back into that light shade, and I'm going to do the other half up underneath my eye with this light color. So blending that in a little bit with the darker tone. We're not going into the inner corner, we're just going right under the lash line. This is just adding to like a doughy eye look, or the doe eye look, and it's just enhancing our deep set eyes. We can just blend that through again. All right, the next little step, the next little trick, I cannot take credit for. I will give the credit where credit is due, and this is to Marilyn Monroe for her little trick. The rest I will take credit for. So we're gonna go in with this brown eyeshadow and an angled brush, and we are just going to lightly create a little shadow, kind of enhancing the look. So you can see we have our wing, and we're just creating a little shadow to make that lash line look a little thicker. It just makes your eyes look a little bit more sultry, a little bit more deep set in a good way. We're not taking away from the deep set eyes, we're enhancing them. So it just gives you that kind of heavy lid. And I have been loving this and doing this like every day. You can just kind of pat with your finger, clean it up. Takes a little practice, so just try it a couple times. Be very light-handed, but just work at it, just practice. You can easily just clean it up with a Q-tip if you don't like it. Throw under some more of the brown liner or taupe eyeshadow and try again. And you can even kind of blend it through with the brush if you want, because you just want it to look really natural. You don't want it to look like it's eyeshadow. You just want it to look like a shadow. And once you put your mascara on, it'll just help enhance that look. So I just put on some mascara. I just added it to the outer edge of my eye, and you can always go in after your mascara and just apply any more shadow where you think you need it. So I'm just going to deepen it a little bit underneath my eye, and even go in with where I created the shadow and deepen it a little bit more. All right, this is the final look. I have been loving doing this every day. It just looks so natural. It doesn't look like it's a bunch of eyeshadow or anything like that. My eyes just feel more sultry. I love just, they look bigger. My lashes look fuller, and it just, yeah, I love the way you just kind of contour your eyes, contour your deep set eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you try it out and how it works for you. And like I said, just keep practicing. You can just keep adding. Like sometimes when I do a look, it takes a while. So to sit there for 2 minutes and blend, I'm not going to do that. So just keep blending out. If you need a little bit more eyeshadow there, put a little bit more. If you need a little bit more liner there, put a little bit more. You can always take your eyeliner and just add a little bit more depth to the corner in that downward motion to kind of blend out to the eyeshadow that you want to look like the shadow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again soon.